Ever find yourself scrolling through your phone knowing you have work to do but can't seem to start? You're sitting there telling yourself, just one more video. But deep down, you know you're just delaying the inevitable. We all do it. Procrastination is a sneaky beast, but the good news is you can tame it. In just 5 minutes, you'll learn strategies to beat procrastination today. We're going to break it down into simple, actionable steps that you can use right now. Get ready to take control and finally get things done. Okay, let's talk about the 2-minute rule. This one is so simple yet crazy effective. Here's how it works. If you see a task that you can do in 2 minutes or less, do it right now. Think about all those little things that pile up throughout the day. Responding to a quick email, putting away your laundry, washing a couple of dishes. These tiny tasks may seem insignificant, but they add up, both on your to-do list and in your mind. When you tackle these small tasks immediately, you clear mental clutter and build momentum. It's like that feeling of accomplishment when you finally clean your room. You feel lighter, freer, and ready to tackle the next thing. You're essentially building a positive feedback loop. You get things done, you feel good, you get more things done. So the next time you catch yourself staring at a daunting task, remember the 2-minute rule. Now let's talk about taking control of your time with time blocking. This technique is all about being intentional with your schedule and making time for what matters most. Instead of letting your day be ruled by endless to-dos and distractions, you're going to decide how your time is spent. Grab your planner, your phone, whatever you use to organize your life, and let's get started. First, identify the blocks of time in your day. Maybe you have a chunk of time in the morning before work, an hour for lunch, or a couple of hours in the evening. These are your building blocks. Now assign specific tasks to each block. For example, you might decide that from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. you're going to work on that presentation. From 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. you'll focus on answering emails. The beauty of time blocking is that it eliminates decision fatigue. When you stick to your schedule, you're training your brain to focus on the task at hand, knowing that you've already allocated time for everything else. Let's talk about that feeling we all know too well, the resistance to getting started. You know that feeling, right? You sit down to work on something and suddenly everything else seems more appealing. You check your phone, you reorganize your desk, you even convince yourself that now is the perfect time to alphabetize your spice rack. Sound familiar? Well, I've got a secret weapon for you, the 5-minute start rule. Here's the deal. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes. You can do anything for 5 minutes, right? The magic of this rule is that it tricks your brain. See, our brains are wired to avoid discomfort, and starting a task often feels uncomfortable. But here's the thing. Once you actually start doing something, the discomfort often disappears. So the next time you feel that familiar resistance creeping in, remember the 5-minute start rule. Chapter 4, Bite-sized pieces, conquering the overwhelm. Let's talk about overwhelm. You know that feeling when you're facing a task so big and daunting that you don't even know where to begin? It's paralyzing, right? Your mind races and you feel stuck, unable to move forward. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to tackle everything at once. You can find a way to manage it all without feeling like you're drowning. Instead, let's break those massive tasks into bite-sized pieces. This approach can make even the most intimidating projects feel manageable. Think of it like eating an elephant. It sounds impossible, but when you take it one bite at a time, it becomes doable. You can't eat an elephant in one bite, but you can eat it one bite at a time. The same principle applies to your tasks. The same goes for your to-do list. Break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of write a report on your list, break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Outline the introduction, draft bullet points for the first section, draft bullet points for the first section, and research statistics for section 2. Research statistics for section 2. Each small step brings you closer to completing the whole task. When you break down a large project into smaller steps, you create a roadmap for success. This roadmap guides you and keeps you on track. This not only makes the task feel less overwhelming, but it also gives you a sense of accomplishment as you check off each step. Celebrate these small victories. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Each step forward is a step in the right direction. So, the next time you're feeling overwhelmed by a task, take a deep breath and break it down. You'll find that what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. Chapter 5. Eliminate distractions. Create your focus zone. Let's talk about distractions. They're everywhere, aren't they? From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, distractions are constantly vying for our attention. Our phones are buzzing, emails are popping up, and social media is calling our name. It's a never-ending cycle of interruptions. It's no wonder we find it hard to focus. The constant barrage of notifications can leave us feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. But here's the thing, we have the power to control our environment and minimize distractions. By taking simple steps, we can create a more focused and productive workspace. Think of it like this. You wouldn't try to meditate in the middle of a rock concert, would you? The same principle applies to your work environment. So why try to work in the middle of a digital one? A cluttered digital workspace can be just as distracting as a noisy physical one. The first step is to identify your distractions. Take a moment to reflect on what pulls your attention away from your tasks. What are the things that constantly pull you away from your work? Is it your phone, social media, email, or something else entirely? Is it your phone, social media, email, or something else entirely? Identifying these distractions is crucial to managing them effectively. Once you know your distractions, you can start to eliminate them. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and organize your workspace. Start by creating a dedicated workspace. This space should be free from distractions and set up to support your focus. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be a desk in the corner of your bedroom or a spot at your kitchen table. The key is to have a designated area for work. The important thing is that it's a designated work zone where you can focus without distractions, a place where your mind knows it's time to work. Create a space that supports your focus and productivity, and watch how much more you can accomplish when you're not constantly battling distractions. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Chapter 6. Accountability Partners. The power of we. Let's talk about the power of accountability and how it can transform our lives. You know how it is. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. We set out with the best intentions, but distractions and procrastination often get the better of us. We make plans, set goals, and then life happens. Deadlines are missed and tasks pile up, leaving us feeling overwhelmed. But when we have someone else holding us accountable, something shifts. We become more committed and driven. We're more likely to follow through, to stay motivated, and to actually achieve what we set out to do. Celebrating small victories along the way becomes a shared joy. That's where accountability partners come in. They provide the support and encouragement we need to stay on track. An accountability partner can be a friend, family member, colleague, or even a coach. The key is finding someone who genuinely cares about your progress. The important thing is that it's someone you trust and who supports your goals. They should be someone who believes in your potential. Start by identifying someone who you think would be a good fit. Consider their reliability and willingness to help. It should be someone who is reliable, encouraging, and who won't judge you if you stumble along the way. Their support should be unwavering. Once you've found your accountability partner, schedule regular check-ins. Consistency is key to maintaining momentum. This could be a quick phone call, a video chat, or even just a text message exchange. The method doesn't matter as long as it keeps you connected. During your check-ins, share your goals, your progress, and any challenges you're facing. Open communication is crucial. The act of verbalizing your goals and your progress can be incredibly powerful. It reinforces your commitment and helps you stay focused. Procrastination doesn't mean you're lazy. It's a habit that can be changed. And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your entire life to see results. Start by implementing just one of these strategies today. See how it feels. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. You've got this. If you found these tips helpful, hit the like button and share this video with someone who might need it. Let's beat procrastination together.